Alright, so I'm at my customer's house. This will be the, I think the third time I'm doing this house. So the first thing I do, when I spoke to her, is I mentioned to have the cars pulled back or out of the driveway so they don't get overly spotted with overspray, because the bleach and soap will do that, you know. So we got some pretty good peaks, but that's not a big deal. Very, very easy to get with the I mean, even the black tip will get that right there. And then we got the backyard here. Let me show you the other side. But this house is usually in good shape because we do it every year, so it's usually not bad. But this is the south side, and most of your mold and mildew is going to happen on the north and west side. So I think I've told you guys before, if you're ever lost in the woods, just look for that mold and mildew, and that'll help you with your directions. So, got the front porch here. I already got this pulled out, but what I'll do is I'll just snatch this stuff up, move it out. Yeah, everything's in really good shape. So this is just a quick application of the chems, and about as fast as I can put it on. Run around the house, put it on real fast, and then take it off. Hold on a second. This would be the really bad side here, and you see this is in good shape. So when I come back here, I'll take some stuff off. Little thing hanging there. But yeah, I mean, this ain't bad at all. That's not bad at all. It'll come right clean real fast. That's the first thing I usually do, is I just check to see what I'm going to be dealing with. Let's see, get this to stay open maybe. You know, look to see if there's any surprises, anything I need to get off the walls, any like outdoor artwork or anything like that, you know, I don't want to put bleach on. These chairs, I don't want to get bleach on these chairs. So stuff like this, I'll get this out of the way here. I did these bushes last time I did the yard. And I mean, as you can see, I haven't done this yard in probably 4 weeks. And I mean, there's nothing to do. There's some leaves, but you know, she asked for the house to get pressure washed. We got a spigot here, so we'll use this spigot, and I got I still got some 10% bleach left here, in here, about 4 gallons in there, and then I got some 8.25% that if I need to go strong, I put it in there. So what I'll do is I'll siphon straight from there with my siphon tube here, straight to my downstream injector, which is after the pump, and it goes into the hose here and hits it. So let's do it, huh? Let's get started. it, guys. We're actually done with the house wash. Now we just have to rinse. And then if there's anything that's like really bad that didn't come clean, then I got my hand pump that I can go straight bleach and then dilute it down accordingly with water to what I think, from experience, I might need for like really strong bleach to really cut into some nasty stuff. So now what I do is I'm going to go pull my siphon hose, and then we're going to rinse the house. So just like applying the chemicals, now we're going to rinse it, and we're out of here. We done, guys. So let me show you a little trick I do. Disconnect this, and I'll take this and I put it to the downstream injector to clean the bleach out of it. Like that. I never shut it. I left it open because it's kind of rusted. So right now, clean water is diluting the sodium hypochlorite that's in here, and it's cleaning the injector ball and the spring. It's getting the corrosion. If you don't, it'll corrode, and then you've got big problems. So I let that run for a minute and clean that out. And if you notice at the beginning, when I said let's do this, and then the video goes to music and I hook up the hose and I don't talk to you, and you're like, hey man, why are you letting the customer's hose run? All that water, you're wasting all that water. That's going to piss the customer off. Well, nothing will piss the customer off more if I leave with a broke machine because I didn't clear my lines and I didn't make sure that everything is clear and I have good, clean, clear, good pressure going to my pump, and I didn't burn my pump up because I didn't, you know, something might have been blocked and moving through the line. So I let it run for a few minutes and clear out the line, make sure everything looks good, no bugs, no worms, no nothing got into anything, nothing's clogged, the screen isn't clogged. Oh, somebody asked me a question about a filter. Right here going in to the inlet, the bottom one, there's a screen in there. So if you take the garden hose off, the connector here that comes around, if you take that hose off, there's a screen. It's like a coffee filter looking screen in there. Not a paper filter, but you know, the reusable baskets. It's like that in there, and that catches like anything kind of any decent size. So I want to make sure that everything's running good before I commit to starting and burn something up or get halfway done or something. You see what I'm saying? So you know, the 2 gallons or 3 gallons that might get used, come on, give me a break. Not that big of a deal. So that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I let that rinse, I let that clean the downstream injector out while I put their house back together, anything I might have moved, get my hoses all lined up, start rolling up my pressure line all the way up until I get to that point. After that, that's about a good 4 or 5 minutes, and I mean, it might be a little bit longer right now because we're talking, but that's normally like a good 4 or 5 minutes to clean out the line, clean out the downstream injector from all the bleach, and put my truck to bed and get ready to go. So let me go ahead and do that right now. you're saying, Dan, normally you shut your tailgate. What gives? I didn't take the diamond plate box out. I just slid this in, so screw it. I spent a little bit of extra time rinsing that. I mean, that's just straight up metal and expensive. So you don't want bleach sitting on that, you know what I'm saying? That was a fun little house wash. That was a start to finish, quick little house wash. And you got to see just the black tip, only soft wash it, bleach, soap, and that was it. Did it take us 35-40 minutes to do that house? I mean, did it? I don't know. If it did, it's only because I stopped to talk to you guys and moved the camera around. Other than that, in and out, lickety split. And if it was a 2-story house, I'd put the pink tip on to get the high gables on the pink tip. The only thing I gotta say is when you're doing these houses, be really, really careful for the gable vents. Alright, don't shoot up into those gable vents. Even though there's screens there and stuff to really kind of break it up and stop it, you don't want to wet their attic and their insulation and stuff and start making mold on them. So make sure you stand back and let the water kind of fall down, you know, or hit it like a driving rainstorm. You don't want to shoot up into the gable vents, okay? That's, you know, the circles on the side and the peak. So, okay guys, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. This is